In a forest, painted in 1,000 shades of green, lived a tiny ant named Mira. She was the smallest of her colony, but her heart was a universe of dreams. Every single day, from sunrise to sunset, she was a whirlwind of activity, gathering food, fortifying the nest, and patiently guiding the younger ants. Her dedication was a quiet legend among her peers, but behind her tireless work, a silent sadness was taking root in her heart. You see, whenever the magnificent peacock strutted by, fanning his jeweled tail, Mira would let out a soft sigh. "Why couldn't I be that beautiful?" she'd whisper to herself when she saw the delicate butterfly flitting from one vibrant flower to the next. A pang of longing would strike her. If only I had wings to dance with the wind. Even the sight of the nimble squirrel, leaping through the canopy with breathtaking freedom, filled her with a bittersweet ache. He's so fast, so free. This little seed of jealousy, once planted, began to grow its vines, wrapping around her cheerful spirit. Mira started seeing the world not for its wonders, but for what she lacked. Her smile, once a constant companion, became a rare visit. Her work, once a source of pride, felt like a heavy burden. She'd often find a secluded spot, lost in a fog of gloomy thoughts. Why did creation make me so small, so plain, so ordinary? She would wonder, her tiny shoulders slumping. One sunny afternoon, the wise old turtle, who had seen countless seasons come and go, noticed her solitary figure by the stream. AM bled over his ancient eyes full of warmth. "Little one," he said in his slow, calming voice, "a shadow seems to have fallen upon you. Why so sad?" Mira looked up, her antennae drooping. "Oh, wise turtle," she began, her voice barely a whisper. "Everyone in this forest has a special gift. The peacock has his stunning beauty. The butterfly has her graceful wings. The squirrel has his incredible speed. And me, I have nothing. I'm just a small, unremarkably." And the turtle listened patiently. Then a gentle smile crinkled the corners of his eyes. "My dear Mira," he said softly, "you are looking at the world with only one eye open. Every creature, no matter how big or small, is blessed with a unique gift. It's not that you don't have one. Perhaps you just haven't had the chance to discover it yet." But Mira's heart was too heavy to let the light of his words in. She politely thanked him and walked away, feeling just as empty as before. The days that followed were a blur of gray. Her sadness deepened, casting a long shadow over everything she did. Then, one fateful evening, the sky began to change. The cheerful blue canvas was rapidly painted over with angry shades of charcoal and violet. A low rumble grew into a deafening roar as thunder shook the very ground. Jagged streaks of lightning tore through the darkness, and then the heavens opened up. A torrential downpour, a storm of epic proportions, lashed out at the forest. Mighty trees groaned and snapped like twigs. Nests, once cozy homes, were ripped from their branches and sent tumbling down. A wave of panic swept through the once peaceful woods. The river, usually a gentle murmur, swelled into a raging torrent, its waters spilling over the banks and flooding the forest floor. The beautiful butterfly, her delicate wings now soaked and heavy, was trapped on a leaf, unable to flee. The agile squirrel, his home tree now a splintered wreck, shivered in the cold, rising mud. And the proud peacock, his glorious feathers now a sodden, heavy mess, was stuck, unable to move with his usual grace. The very things that made them special were now their weaknesses. But deep beneath the chaos, in their intricate network of tunnels, the ant colony was safe. Their home, built with generations of hard work and foresight, stood strong against the flood. From the entrance of the anthill, Mira watched the devastation unfold. Her heart ached with empathy for her fellow forest dwellers, who were now helpless and terrified. And in that moment of crisis, the old turtle's words echoed in her mind, clear as a bell. Every creature has a gift. A spark ignited within her. A newfound clarity washed over her. She stood a little taller, her small frame filled with a huge purpose. "Maybe," she said to herself, her voice steady and sure, "this is my moment. This is the time to use my gift." Without a second's hesitation, she turned back to her colony. She rallied her fellow ants, her voice ringing with a newfound authority. "Friends," she cried out, "we are safe, but our neighbors are not. They need us. Let's go." A wave of determination swept through the colony. Inspired by Mira's courage, hundreds of ants marched out into the storm, moving in perfect, disciplined lines. They were a tiny army on a mission of mercy. Some worked together, their combined strength just enough to push the leaf carrying the drenched butterfly to a drier, sheltered spot. Others scurried back and forth, bringing dry leaves to create a small cover for the shivering squirrel, shielding him from the relentless rain. An entire team of ants diligently worked to clear the mud and water from the peacock's magnificent tail, freeing him from his heavy prison. The rest of the forest watched in stunned silence. These tiny, often overlooked ants were performing a miracle. They were rescuing the very creatures they had once admired from afar. Their unity, their resilience, their selfless cooperation, this was their superpower. When the storm finally subsided, the morning sun rose, casting a golden glow over a battered but peaceful forest. The butterfly, her wings now dry, fluttered weakly over to Mira. "You saved me," she chirped. "I always thought my wings made me strong, but today I saw what true strength looks like." The squirrel, now perched on a sturdy log, chattered his thanks. "I can leap from the highest branches," he said, "but I could never have built a sanctuary like yours or shown such courage." Even the peacock, humbled and grateful, bowed his head, his color seeming to shine with a new kind of light. "I believe beauty was the greatest gift of all," he said softly. "But today, I saw the most profound beauty in kindness and teamwork." Mira looked at them, and her eyes welled up with tears. But these weren't the tears of sadness and jealousy she once knew. They were tears of joy, of purpose, of overwhelming pride. For the very first time, she truly understood. She didn't need iridescent feathers or delicate wings to be special. Her true worth wasn't in what she looked like or what she couldn't do. It was in her heart, her courage, and the incredible power of her community. Her gift was the ability to unite, to build, and to help. From that day forward, Mira never compared herself to anyone again. She worked with a renewed sense of joy, a deep understanding that her value came not from what she lacked, but from what she was able to give. And whenever she saw another creature feeling small or insignificant, she would share her story and the wisdom she had learned. "Don't wish to be someone else," she'd say. "The butterfly can't carry heavy loads, the peacock can't dig tunnels, and the squirrel can't organize a rescue. You have a unique gift that they don't. You just have to discover it. Because being small is not a weakness. True greatness is often hidden in the quietest corners, in hearts that care for others, in hands that help without asking for anything in return." So, if you ever feel like you're not enough, that you don't have what it takes, remember the story of Mira, the little ant, who taught an entire forest that the smallest among us can often have the biggest heart. If this story resonated with you, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with someone who might need a reminder of their own unique worth. And I'd love to know, what's a special gift that you possess? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories that inspire. See you next time.